All right, here we go.
Oh, he just recorded.
You're going to open up all three resources. So you should have a poster of some sort, an image, a dance-related one. You're going to have a QR code and a logo. The first thing you're going to do is you want to crop your image to a 24 by 36 inch aspect ratio at a DPI of 300. So if you have one that's horizontal, you just switch to two values. It's fine. Just it has to be 24 by 36 inches though, because that's important for the printing. I want to make this just a hair smaller. I don't like the white at the top. That's fine. All right, once it's cropped, you're going to add these two elements. So the first one is going to be the QR code. I don't like the white, so I'm going to get rid of that. You don't have to do this if this is an extra added step. So I'm just going to create a new layer. Turn this one off. 1, 2. Use magic wand. Delete.
Can't you just go in on the color?
Yeah, you can do select color range like this, and then it will just pull out all the white that's in it as well. So there's a couple of different ways. All right, so then I'm just going to grab that and pull it over here. I'm going to drop it on here. This is way too big. You want it to be much smaller than this. You don't want it to take away from your image. Holding down the shift key, I'm just going to make it real small in the corner. And one thing you want to add some text below it, because you want the audience to know, or the person who's looking at the poster, this is, again, make sure that you have about a 1 inch bleed on each side for printing. Probably about a ½ inch for this project. So I'm going to put just underneath it for ticket information. Is all it's going to say in small text. So horizontal text.
Does it matter what kind of text?
No. You probably want to be consistent, whichever you want to use the same text throughout the entire poster. You don't want to have too many different kinds of text going on. So let's see here. Oops. We don't obviously want that big.
Hold on, shit. Because I'm always the one let them scan it.
Dang, why do I always forget this? I can't forget it.
And I'm just going to center it up right underneath it.
Why is it so big?
Like that.
This is so small. Did he drag it over? It's like
I'm just going to drop a little black drop shadow on there, just so it's a little easier to read. Let's see. Let's go with that one. Black. Not so much distance. All right. All right, so that's pretty small and unobtrusive, but it's right there, like in a place where someone can easily access that information. The second piece you want to add is the dance logo. So congratulations, Dallas, on that, by the way. And you want this to be big enough to where it can be read, so it's obviously kind of small. So we're going to make it much bigger. Once I hit enter here, it'll go back. All right, let's get centered up here. Boom. All right, so I don't like how it's kind of hard to read. So I'm going to simply just create a new layer, and I'm going to add a background to it. So it's just kind of an opaque background behind it. I'm just going to fill. And I'm going to do black. And then I'm going to place it beneath the layer that has the logo. So the black obviously doesn't work, so let's go with a white. Because black on black doesn't work. All right. Much better. And then I'm just going to lower the opacity of this layer. So you guys are going to have complete control on these little tweaks that you do to it. I want to be able to read it though. See the logo and things like that. So maybe something like that. There we go. Okay, lastly, you're going to put the information for the show. So it would be like, for example, I don't know the exact dates yet. Once I have the information, I'll get it to you. But it would be like Thursday. Oh, it's way too small. Let's try that again. Whatever font, like I said, whatever font you use, you want to make sure that you use the same font throughout the. There we go. Thursday, November 1st. In the OI junior high caffeine. Oop,
Do you see this? It's okay. This is a little rough. It's okay.
You want this kind of text and stuff to kind of be like not intrusive. So I would suggest you put it somewhere where it's like not in the way. Like you don't want to take away. You want the focus of the image to be on your dancer. So I just kind of use a very generic thing here. This is Talon.
Oh, that's him?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you just got it in.
Yeah.
I put the him out
Yeah.
there.
All right, and that's it. So, like I said, you want to make the main focus of the poster about your subject, and then you want to save this. This is important. So, just like we did with the last project, you're going to want to merge once you got everything done. What I suggest you do is first you save it as a PSD, just in case you ever have to go back and change anything, and then you're going to collapse all your layers, merge them together. So, start at the top, Shift, right-click, merge layers, and then you're going to save this as a PDF, and this is what you're going to be turning in. So Photoshop PDF. When you get the information here, if it says as a copy, go ahead and just turn that off. And then you want to make sure you uncheck the preserve Photoshop editing capabilities. We don't want that. We just want the optimize for fast web preview and save PDF. The reason we want that is because even at this size, we can still send it to Mrs. T, and she can still use it on Facebook and online and things like that as well. But that's it. That's what you're going to be turning in. Something similar to that. But the two, you need to have the information, and then the two elements, the QR code and the Anything Goes logo needs to be on there. So how you represent that on your poster is 100% up to you. So if you want to make that really big like I have it, you can. If you want to make it smaller, you can do that as well. If you want to turn it sideways, you can do that. You have complete creative control on what you're doing. If you're unsure about it, make a couple of different versions of it, and then ask your friends and family which one looks better. Any questions before I stop recording? Nope. All right.
All you hear is me, so. Bro, this is
Oh no, did it not record?
so bad.
What?
Oh, there it is.